Ahoy sailors, it's Jimmy and welcome back to PescaFoodie. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for a seafood risotto. I'm not going to say much, it's a risotto, you know it's delicious, let's get started. Okay, so first off I have a fish stock boiling on the stove, and you have a couple options here. You could use just water, you could use some store-bought stocks, or any stock of your choice, and you could also use homemade stock, which is what I'm using here. I basically took some fish leftovers and fish bones and heads, and I peeled some shrimp. I took the peels and dropped them all in the water, and I boiled them for about 30 minutes or something, and kept it in a boil until I make my risotto. So in a skillet with high sides, I have some olive oil and some butter. Now the olive oil is mostly for flavor. And while that is cold, I'm gonna be adding the onion. We're gonna sweat it a little bit until it's translucent. We're not looking to get any color on it. So once that is ready, go ahead and add your Arborio rice. Now Arborio rice is basically a short grain rice which has a high content of starch. This is what's gonna make the sauce very creamy and combine everything together. We're gonna toast the rice for a couple of minutes. It's gonna soak up all the butter and oil, and it's gonna basically enrich the risotto. Now we're gonna be adding some balsamic vinegar at this stage. You wanna add the balsamic vinegar and let it cook for about a minute or two until it's disappeared. Some of it evaporates, and what's left is basically absorbed into the rice. At this stage, you wanna add 2 ladlefuls of stock, which is in our case some fish stock, as I have mentioned. And to that, I'm gonna add about 4 to 5 strings of saffron. It's gonna give us a hint of interesting flavor in the background, and it's gonna give an amazing color to our risotto. So what we're doing here is cooking and adding a little full of stock at a time, stirring constantly until the stock is absorbed into the rice. And we repeat until the rice is al dente, which means it has a very soft bite on your teeth. It should not be mushy, but it should not be too hard. And that will take about 18 to 20 minutes. Now keep in mind that you gotta use medium-high heat all the time. At this stage, we wanna lower the heat to low, add in the seafood, and then we're gonna season. So to season, I have some smoked paprika, salt, and pepper to taste, obviously. To that, I'm also going to add some grated lemon zest, which goes very well with the seafood. It only adds the flavor of the lemon without the acidity, because we already have the acidity from the balsamic vinegar. In addition to that, we're gonna be adding a knob of butter, some chopped mint, and some Parmesan. A lot of Parmesan. Lastly, we're adding a little full of stock, and then cover it, turn off the heat, and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. I have no idea what happens in these minutes, but it's gonna make a risotto heavenly. After that, uncover it and give it a nice stir. So if it's too thick, you wanna add some stock, and if it's too runny, you wanna cook it a little more. And that's basically it. First of all, it was delicious, it's divine. Anything seafood is great, and a risotto is one of my favorite dishes ever. If you make any of my recipes, go ahead and share some photos with me on my social media. Links are in the description down below. I'm gonna be starting a couple of new series on this channel, so stay tuned, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and check out an awesome video right here. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you sailors on the next cruise.